Hello everybody, welcome to this video, and today, finally, we are officially finishing off Arkham Origins, my no damage run of Arkham Origins, as we head into Cold Heart. So, everything just starts off the same, you got Ferris Boyle getting the award, but really none of this cutscene and all that has anything to do with the challenge because we're not here for story. We're here for to watch me suffer. Like because I keep getting hit, I guess, and having to restart. Whatever. Anyway, I'll just skip to the first section that actually causes any troubles. And obviously, that first part would be literally the first fight in the challenge. It's where you get ambushed by these four guys, I think it is, because you got three here, and then one guy who's holding us at gunpoint. And of course, our first set thing of damage would come from the first combat encounter in this run, which honestly kind of annoys me. Because, I thought, going into this, I was actually like, oh, yeah, I just beat normal Origins, like, not getting hit, technically, whatever, and then immediately get hit. I was actually kind of upset. Though, obviously, we get it our second try, because we're not going to fail the first combat encounter 2 times. Like, if I actually did, that would kind of be upsetting. So, we actually managed to get it. And we beat the combat encounter, check up on Alfred, but again, this has nothing to do with it, so moving on. And the next point of interest in this challenge is this little first kind of tutorial predator section, or not really a predator or tutorial predator section. We just have to do it as Bruce Wayne. It's nothing that difficult. I mean, they're all basically lined up in a straight line, so it's not that difficult to do. The only kind of thing I was worried about was this guy, like, up ahead, but, he started going up the stairs for some reason, which I've never actually seen. Though I did struggle to actually get the silent takedown, because I guess it's, like, it's a little more difficult to get it off, like, a silent takedown whenever people are on on stairs. You'll probably see that later on in the run, because it happens quite a bit, but, yeah. And just in the next room in the wine cellar, you've got this little combat section, which it shouldn't be too difficult. I've played this DLC a few times, though honestly I was kind of rusty because I actually haven't played this DLC like nearly enough, unlike the actual games in question. Because yeah, and yeah, I did get hit. But yeah, I really haven't played Cold. I think I've played it once, just, as soon as I got it, and then another time for my full playthrough, like, on my channel. And so, besides that, I actually haven't played it, like, at all. So, trying to play it without taking damage, it's a little more difficult, but at least I'm used to the combat because, I've been playing all the Arkham games without taking damage, so. Also, I was actually thinking about it. It's kind of funny how the only, like, the only game that I actually kind of failed to beat or just gave up on beating without taking damage was Asylum. With that last, like, Titan, like, double Titan room, whatever. But yeah, all the other ones I've beaten so far, so. But yeah, we beat the combat encounter, and we do make our way to get to get the bat suit, and get out of there and help everyone out. But no challenge, like no part of this challenge is like comes up for a little bit, so I'll just skip. And coming up, we have the next combat encounter literally in the same room. It's just, the place is burning down and we're Batman, so that's really the only difference. But I mean, it's enough to make it interesting, I guess. Plus there's actually more people. But honestly, one thing I actually liked about playing as Bruce Wayne is because, the only other time you even get to play as Bruce Wayne is in the beginning of Arkham City, and you don't even do it for that long because, like, you just have to get through the little beginning area, fight a group of thugs, climb up to the top of Ace Chemicals, and boom, you're Batman. This one, you actually get to go through quite a bit of Wayne Manor as Bruce Wayne. Like, you get I think 2 combat encounters, and then, like, a tiny little Predator section, and then you finally become Batman. But, I like it. But yeah, so now we're in the next little, Predator section, but now as Batman instead. So, now we just have to take out these bozos because, I mean, who do they think they are? Except I actually don't get it first try because I tried getting that guy that's right down there as soon as he turns, like, literally he turned around as soon as I went for him. And so he just shot me. Which, honestly, like, I don't know why he shot me because, like, that's not, like, a very nice thing to do. I'm not sure if you've ever shot someone, but yeah, but shooting people isn't nice. So, I don't know why he did that. Like, it kind of hurt, honestly. But yeah, this time, I mean, now I knew, like, not to go for him. So I went for this guy over, like, on the right side instead. Just because, I mean, he was, like, separated from everyone else, so, no one would actually find him. And then there's a second guy over here, so I just decided to go for him as well, because, again, he's separated, so, no one's gonna find him. And so, I go up here, and I'm just trying to, like, see where anyone is, like, to take him out. I see this guy who is, once again, separated from everyone, which, like, I get that they don't know that Batman's here, but still, it's just not smart to split up from every single person just because. Like, honestly, if I were, like, a supervillain, I would just have every one of my people, like, one of my thugs, just all stand in one area. Like, especially if they're trying to protect something, then just, keep them all, like, in a just one area, because, that's just smart. So this guy notices the body, and so I'm in the vent, so I just do a takedown, and I was kind of worried that that guy was going to shoot me, but he didn't even notice. And then I was trying to get to this guy, so that way I could get it, but he went the other way instead of the way I thought he was going to go, and so I couldn't actually get the takedown on him. And if you saw just now, I got my smoke pellet ready, because what I was thinking about doing was doing a takedown and then quickly dropping my smoke and, being able to get the last two. But then I just realized that that would not work. And so I just waited a few seconds for everyone to kind of spread out. So then once everyone was, I could get that dude. But, it took too long because that guy over there wasn't moving. And also, one guy took Alfred as hostage, which kind of upset me. I jumped out thinking, and then, like, he looked in my direction, so I thought I was gonna get shot, but he didn't see me, so, like, he doesn't know I'm there, and I can just quickly get the takedown on him, which I'm pretty sure he would have spotted that body, which, yeah, wouldn't have been good. And I decided to go for the hostage taker rather than the guy behind the wall, because the hostage taker, if I went for him, or if I went for the other guy who would have seen me, I missed my chance to get a, like a takedown through the wall, so I just instead, like, I couldn't, snap to cover, like to do a corner takedown, so I just hop in the vent instead and just wait for him to go forward. That way I can, finish the predator section, and now we get to move on. And moving on, we have this little, combat section, which, this is like the people who were like who had Ferris Boyle. So we try and save him, but technically we do, but there's a problem. Damage that cannot be avoided. So if you don't know, in Cold Heart, if you are frozen, you will take like damage. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, if you saw, I just took damage. So like in Cold Heart, anytime you are frozen, you take a little bit of damage. And so like there, I got punched, so then I restarted. But when frozen, especially in after like that kind of cutscene, you cannot, and I tried, you cannot physically break out of the ice in time before actually avoiding any damage. No matter how fast you spam, you will always take at least one tiny little tick of damage, which honestly I was actually really annoyed at because I was trying to. But yeah, like I was spamming really fast. You can only break out as soon as you take that little bit of damage, then you break out. And I was so upset because I felt like I should just not even continue the challenge, but I did. But this will not be the last time this happens. So, yeah, you know what? Just gonna continue on now. And up next, we have another combat section. Right here, I tried disrupting the like the ice guns. And the first one I thought it was just glitch, but then I realized that I just actually couldn't. And so what I did instead was I used the remote claw to like, knock those two down, and then like throw the smoke into the like, and then use the remote claw again to, like get the smoke into the crowd to just distract them. And I took one guy out with ground takedown while everyone was distracted, and then I'm able to get the beat down on the other one. Because I really don't like the ice guys. They're not hard to dodge, you just have to evade a lot, but still. Sorry, my throat is really, like, I don't know, I just can't go, like, 5 minutes without coughing, I don't know. But yeah, once the two ice gun dudes are dealt with, literally the rest of the room is not even a problem, especially when you have shock gloves, and then obviously later on thermal gloves. But yeah, we just, we deal with these guys pretty easily, nothing too whatever. And then we have to interrogate this guy, but obviously this has nothing to do with the challenge, so we can move on.
I'll see this one wheeled into Blackgate on a gurney.
I'm sure that line won't come back later on in the story. So next up we have this little combat encounter, and I almost just accidentally dived in, like, just, fists ablazing. But then, as I was gliding down, I realized that there was actually, the armed enemies. So, I obviously had to do what Batman wouldn't actually, like, analyze my, like, opponents and, like, analyze the area. So, I take those two out, and then I head over here to try and get these guys taken out. And I'll be honest, I forgot that these are not actual propane tanks. They're like I didn't see what they were called, but it freezes enemies. It doesn't, it's not like it immediately takes them out. So, I just adapted to that. I disrupt two people's guns, almost missed that second shot, but luckily I stopped it before it would have, because it would have hit the container. So I dropped smoke, take out. I try and take out the two guys, with or the guys with their guns still armed, but I accidentally took out one of the guys who had their gun disrupted. And so I'm taking out these guys, and I see him running at me. So I just I was lucky, but I was just really hoping that my batarangs would actually knock him down and all that. And as he stood back up, I did the little slide kick thing and just, did that. And then there's a whole crime scene investigation, but that's not important to the challenge, so again, we can move on. And moving on, there's this little bank robbery thing going on, and I was trying to get the guys with the guns dealt with first, but I kind of messed up at one point. So, then I got hit, and then restarting set me back all the way to where the frozen cop was. So, yeah, just to say, I was not very happy with that, but, it's fine. But then we get a better start to this little combat section. Like we dive bomb kicked that first guy, knocked the two enemies with the guns out, or like just knock them off their feet with batarangs, and then we can try and take care of the rest of them. Which, obviously, that works out. I'm not sure why that second guy left his gun, but honestly, it's his fault because, yeah. So, we just take these guys out, not a problem at all. The first attempt, honestly, we just didn't have a good start, so yeah. Alright, now we can move on. Now this fight kind of annoyed me because both times that I got hit, it was just my game being kind of weird. And I don't know why, cuz somehow they had seen me, and so I was trying to get this guy, but then it attacked if you saw right there, I stunned him, but then it attacked the guy next to me rather than the guy I just stunned, so I got hit. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. But I mean, the second attempt really isn't any better. Cuz once again we start off, I'm trying to get on top of that truck, but again, they instantly see me, and so I'm dodging his attacks luckily. And so I'm just, I'm really just trying to focus on this dude. But then, everyone starts going after me, and it's really annoying. And, yeah, I couldn't even get because mid-attack, I'm pretty sure you can counter, but it didn't want to let me. So, yeah, also, my tornado sirens just went off, but today's Thursday, so, they're just testing them, luckily. Actually, thinking about that, one time, I was just laying in my bed like I am now, and they went off, and I forgot that that day was Thursday, and I was actually panicking until I looked at my phone and realized that today was Thursday. So yeah, continuing on. Sorry. So yeah, we finally got the ground takedown on the freeze gun enemy, which boy was I happy about. I don't like freeze gun enemies because they're armored enemies, except they're dangerous at a range, kind of like armored enemies in Predator encounters. But we finally beat this little group, and now we can interrogate this guy. But like I've said many times, this is not important to the challenge. Except you also know what I'm about to show. Starting off the next combat encounter right outside Gothcorp, we actually get a really good start by taking out two people immediately, and then just beating down the ice gun enemy. And then using the combo that we got on that dude, I can just do a takedown on the second guy, or the last guy, I mean. And then I also literally get the entrance to this one first. Oh, wait. No, sorry, I was thinking about a first one. Or another one. I thought I got this one the first try. I'm dumb. But yeah, we enter into Goth Corp, and then we have to take out a few guys that are up on the top right ledge. You know, if you've played this game or like this DLC, you know what to do. Maybe, unless it's been a while since you played it, then you wouldn't know what to do. But maybe you just remember. Yeah. So we do a double-edged takedown on these two guys. You know, nothing bad. And then I tried getting a ledge takedown on this other guy whenever he ran by, but it didn't work, so I had to quickly hop up as he grabbed a gun. And so, you know, I just ground takedown, punch him in the ass, and then go and talk to the guard. But we can skip just a little bit because, you know, I really don't want to have to show all the footage of me just running around, you know, especially going to save this guy's boss, so yeah. Also, why, I don't know why, but to me it looks like he has tiny ears. I don't know. Just that's just what it looks like to me. Maybe he has normal. Moving on. There's this little There's just this group of three guys, and I was trying to just be absolutely smart about it. You know, I disrupt these two guys' guns, and also this one. It wasn't letting me for a second. I'm not sure what happened there. And then I was gonna use the you know, the little tank, but then I just froze all three of them. And I was actually kind of upset because I really wanted to feel smart, but I guess not. At least, you know, at least now we can get the ice takedown on, or ice smash takedown on, you know, the guy with the gun. But I don't have to skip anything because then there's literally another little encounter right here. And so basically I just run right past all these guys and I'm like dodging because, you know, the guy shot at me. But, you know, I don't take that level of disrespect, so I just absolutely bully him along with these other two because they keep trying to attack me while I'm doing the beatdown on this guy. But, you know, we get the ice guy, so that means that these last two are not a problem because we have two takedowns at our disposal. So, yeah, you know, it's not that difficult. And now we have another Predator room, finally. I love Predator. Because, well, wait, that sounded wrong. But yeah, I honestly, Predator is my favorite aspect of the Arkham games. But yeah, so yeah, getting Predator rooms is fun, except for later on, which you will see because pain. But yeah, so you know we just head on over here, and you know I'm ready to. I sneak up and I just take this guy out literally right. Actually, it's the jammer dude. I take him out literally right behind this armored enemy. And I kind of look stupid for a few minutes because, or not a few minutes probably, but like, because basically what I was trying to do was use the guard, because you can't string up armored enemies. So I was trying to use use the gargoyle to like launch it, like, you know, like to launch him off the walkway. And I have a chance there was a chance with that gargoyle right above him, but I was thinking that wouldn't that wouldn't launch him off. It would just kind of launch him up into the air and then he would just fall back down and, you know, survive. And I was also like, you know, trying to pull him off of like a ledge. Oh my god, I cannot talk. I was I Oh god, I'm just dumb. You know, I'm just gonna show the Predator room. I'm not gonna talk anymore. I can't.
I ain't got time for this!
Told us you were the boss, so why so shy all of a sudden, huh? What happened to that spirit of share?
I'm cooperating. I'm cooperating.
I know. We all got jobs, and my job is to shoot you if I don't think you're telling me the truth.
I told you there are no weapons here. It's just plants, tissue.
Yeah.
Then, you believe me?
You know what? I do. I do believe you. To be honest, I just really love my job.
Oh God.
What is all this junk? Frozen food? Says the train. No! No! Who's that? Get over there! Get me down! Get me! Get me!
That's it. I ain't moving without some help.
You still alive? Hey, I'm gonna get you down, bro.
Get up! Please, get up!
Come on, where are you?
I know you're back there! Crap, another guy ate it. Take a good long look. You don't want to end up like this? You better tighten up your act. Get everywhere! What the? Hang on! I'm coming! This guy looks like he got a shock. You didn't deserve this, man. You didn't deserve this. You were supposed to back him up. I don't want to end up like this chump. Do you? He's got to be close. Find him already. Get off me! He's in trouble!
Alana.
Alright, I think I've recovered from whatever was happening. I don't know, like, I was just not able to talk. I really don't know why. And honestly, that kind of reminded me of a comment that I got on my, what happens if you destroy all, Titan containers before talking to Bane in Arkham City video. Which, honestly, I'm still happy that that one blew up. But honestly, because someone had said that I should work on my speech delivery. Because, I don't know. But yeah, they said I should work on my speech delivery. And in the moment, I was kind of like, I mean, I don't really see a problem with it. But, I mean, recording this video, I have come to realize just exactly how stupid I am. And that I definitely should work on it. But I don't think it's that. I think it's mainly just because I actually don't have a script. Like, a lot of people out there, like, Arkham YouTuber or not, they generally have, like, a script that they read off of. But I don't do that. Not because scripts are a bad idea, but because, A, I don't want to watch through my whole video and then also try and, like, write down what I should say before editing, I guess. And then also because, writing in general, it's dumb. I shouldn't have to do that. I'm not in school just yet. School doesn't start back up for like another week, I think. So I shouldn't have to be writing before that. I'll probably have to write plenty whenever I do get into school, but yeah. Also, yeah, it didn't let me do a ground takedown on this dude until I knocked him down, like, after breaking him out of the ice, so I'm not sure what that was about. But, yeah, we just basically abused the whole, freeze nade thing. But then, one thing I didn't think about was that there would be more people coming in, and I was not prepared for that. And I was trying to, use the, like, the remote claw to, just knock them both down, but it didn't work. So I had to restart, but honestly, it's nothing bad because it started me off in the second phase either way. And this time I was able to do it, except it didn't do what I wanted it to, but actually I think it was kind of better, except I immediately messed it up because it actually froze both of them. But luckily, I was able to get the beat down before I was able to get punched or shot by the freeze gun. And so I used one takedown on a freeze gun enemy, like the second freeze gun enemy, and then my other takedown on just some random guy. And then, I just beat the crap out of everyone else with shock gloves because shock gloves are overpowered. And then I can move on, to the next little section. Then in the next room, there's like a tiny little combat section. So I was trying to connect that guy to one of those other two dudes, but instead it actually hit him with the freeze tank thing, which I mean, isn't bad. So that's how I finished the fight. And then I also tried going through the wrong door, but it was locked because I'm stupid and didn't know that. So, I had to find the other way around. Also, in this Steam section, I did actually get hit by Steam, and even though I thought it kind of restart, it didn't, and so I had to actually restart, like, manually. So, yeah, that's kind of funny. But I got past it the second time, so, yeah. After the whole cutscene previously, now we move on quite a bit after having learned about a cryo drill that we need. And so there's this little combat section, which, combat and Predator, that's all that matters in this challenge. Not story. Who even cares about story anymore? I only care for gameplay and suffering. But yeah, there's this little combat section, like, right outside, so... Yeah, I just beat these guys. It's literally not even a challenge at this point. And, yeah, we get to move on. Now, you want to see something really dumb? So there's these three guys holding this guard hostage. What do? I sneak up, double takedown. What happens? I get punched. Like, the more keen-eyed viewers may have realized, actually, that I was just standing there. Now, I wasn't standing there because I didn't know what to do. I was standing there because that entire time that I was standing there, I was pressing Y. Which, if you don't know, Y is the button to counter. And Y wasn't working. But this time, now that time I evaded over him because I didn't want to risk that my counter not working again. So yeah, and I know that there's like a tiny little cooldown, but there was so much time in between, the double takedown and all that, to where I should have finally been able to counter, but no, it didn't work. So yeah, I was actually kind of pissed off about that. So yeah, now we get to move on to the My Alibi nightclub. Now, what happens at the My Alibi nightclub? Well, if he said that I will end up getting hit, well, then you'd be correct, because that's exactly what happened. Yeah. I wasn't happy about it, but we get another go, so yeah. So this time I take a slightly different approach. This time I disrupt these two guys' guns before entering, and then I dive off and I do a dive bomb where I do like a shockwave, which it didn't knock this guy over for some reason. And so then, like while trying to punch him, you saw that like my attack missed. And then yeah, I couldn't do anything. However, not only do they say third time's a charm, but they also say um if you don't succeed, try again. Yeah, that's it. This time I was a little further away, so the shockwave not only kind of stunned the freeze enemy, but I disrupted the two guys' guns and it knocked the closest guy back. So I was able to get him out really easily. And, once the ice enemy is dealt with, basically at that point, it's just a cakewalk. Because, I'm not sure if you know, but ice gun enemy is mean and has ice gun, which hurts me. So, yeah. Also normal guns. And with that, Alfred drops in the XE suit, so we get basically one of the best suits in Arkham Origins, which, thinking about it now, I actually forgot to rank. So, sorry about that.
The thermal gloves should help you deal with most ice you encounter, sir, and the suit will provide protection from cold and cryovapor. I just hope its bulk won't slow you down.
The honeycomb structure insulates against extreme cold without increasing weight. It won't slow me down a bit.
Sorry, I just had to point that out because a lot of times I'll see videos where people wonder how exactly, this suit, like, how Batman is able to move and all that really fast in this suit because of how bulky it is. Yeah, he literally just explained it, so, I mean, yeah. Also, I get hit right here, so, yeah. Also, and then I get hit right here as well, so, yeah. Now, would you believe me if I told you that I got hit a second time, or a third time? Because I did. Don't worry, I finally beat this one on this attempt, at least, Only took, like, what, 4 tries? 5 tries? I don't know, I'm kind of stupid, so I can't remember. But yeah, I was just trying to get all these, like, I was trying to just optimize how, like, I took the care of these people. So, like, I froze the, ice gun enemy and then knocked one guy out with the icicle formation or whatever they call it. And then I just, took everyone else out. So, yeah. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and then there's also another interrogation that comes up, so yeah, I mean that's kind of important, I guess. See, this is the one that I got like within like a second. But yeah, we interrogate loose lips. So what is that, like 4 times now in this series? Like in just the Arkham Origins game? I don't know, I can't remember. Wait, hold on. Actually, let me think about this. So there's on the rooftop when you first encounter, like when you encounter him at the weapons deal. There is the time in the prison, or I mean, just at the GCPD. There's this time. I was pretty sure that there's another one. Uh, Maybe not. Someone will have to correct me on that. Oh yeah, I definitely did not just do some pole dancing. You didn't see that. Anyway, moving on. Now, going for the first part of the cryo drill, I almost dive bomb kicked the first guy that I saw until I realized that they were all armed. And so I disrupt these two guys' guns, and then I was gonna connect these two right there, but there's a thing blocking them. And I don't know why it didn't let me connect it to the guy up on top and then the guy on the bottom, but whatever. I headed back up here because, and then also I got spotted, actually. But I didn't even take damage. I got stuck. Yeah, right here, just completely stuck. I can't move. I was actually so mad. I don't even know what happened. I think I got, like, kind of caught inside the building and stuck underneath one of, like, those icicles. So yeah, I had to restart, not even taking damage. I was like, bruh. But, I guess we just restart. And yeah, it put me back into my alibi, so sad. So, obviously we just, reattempt it, because, not like we're gonna let a little bug get in our way. So, we connect those two this time, launching one off, but I don't even know if it knocked him out, and then we just go for these two. Yeah, see, it didn't knock it. Like, he got launched off, and it just didn't work. Luckily, I was able to get these two, but then I immediately just bolted for it. I was terrified that I was about to get just swarmed. And so, I connect those two, throw a smoke pellet, and, I just drop down and take them out. I could have gotten a silent takedown if you just saw, but I decided to get the two ground takedowns first. And that's the first part of the cryo drill. Yeah, I still don't understand where Batman puts it. I kind of think he shoves it up his ass. Now, I don't know what happened here. I was going for the dive bomb kick, but then it just, like, stopped it and made me move downwards. And that proved to be my undoing because, yeah, I got punched right there. And you kind of see me just stand there for a second, just like, what? Huh? What the Don't worry, the dive bomb kick worked the second time. So,
Why won't you go?
you don't have to worry. I know you didn't, but... Also, mid-battle, I literally, like, I guess, like, melted the thing. The button, whatever, I don't know. So yeah, then there's literally another combat section right here, which I threw the thing. Literally mid-fight, I threw the heated batarang, and it actually didn't kill me, or like it didn't get me hit. Also, if you're wondering why I paused right there, it wasn't because I thought I got hit or something, but more instead because I like my nose was itching. And so I just quickly paused to itch, and then I was back in the fight. It's not. It wasn't a difficult fight. Sorry, I don't know. But yeah, that's the second piece, which once again he just shoves right up his ass. And next up we have this little combat encounter, which should have gone well. But somehow the martial artist dodged my I'm trying to think, like, my remote claw attack, because I was trying to use the remote claw to freeze the martial artist, but somehow it didn't work. And also, no, that was not a rage quit. I was trying to, like, I accidentally went down to quit, pressed no, but then when I clicked up on D-pad, it actually didn't work, and I assumed that it had, but it instead didn't, and I just quit. So I was, kind of upset about that, but oh well. So yeah, now we can actually do this. Now that the people are frozen. I mean, I probably could have done it without them frozen, but honestly, it's just easier that way. So yeah, with all the normal enemies taken out, I just punch one, ground takedown, punch another, ground takedown. Also, no, I was not trying to go for that dude. I was trying to go for the guy that I took out last just now. And yeah, there's a whole nother wave. Which, honestly, I don't know. I was gonna say something, but I guess I forgot, so whatever. But yeah, he said that he came in there to save their sorry asses, but I immediately took him out. So, or actually, no, he said that, and then he had also said, "What, are you saving me for last?" So I activated my thermal gloves and just said, no, and then boom, just took him out. But yeah, once he was done, everyone else was not a problem. Especially when I had my thermal gloves. They like disabled, but I mean, I was still able to take them out, so. Also, it's funny because, like, I know there are, like, little missions for upgrades to the thermal gloves, but I don't use them. Like, I do those missions after I beat the game, so basically they're useless. But yeah, moving on. But yeah, up next is like a tiny little section, but it's not that hard because I hit one guy with an icicle and then just froze the ice gun dude, so. Or actually, no, he didn't have an ice gun, he just had a normal gun. But, I still took care of him. And then got into the room where, there's like the, cryo vapor. I wanted to say ice vapor and then crystal vapor. But no, it's just, cryo vapor. But yeah, I took out those two things. And then eventually, like I had to, and I thought it was like I thought it was a button. So, whenever I hit the thing with the batarang, I was confused as to why it wasn't working, and like I grappled up, realized that it was like a panel that I had to hack. So, kind of a small brain moment right there, but whatever. So yeah, the cryo vapor starts clearing out, and then they just burst into the room. Not guns a-blazing like they said, but still with their guns. So, honestly, I'm gonna just let this one play out, because my throat hurts. So, yeah.
Whoa! I'm staying right here. I'll cover you.
Actually, I wanted to talk about a cool detail I noticed, and it's that when you're in a cold area, obviously your screen shows that you're all, like, cold. But then, when you pull out a thermal batarang, it actually clears that, like, cold effect off of your screen. Just a little cool detail that I noticed.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that noise. If I don't come back, come and save me. This thing's kind of... I think someone's hurt. Damn, too late. Everyone get over here.
I got it covered here. You maggots better suck it up if you want to make it out of here.
Cover me! Got a man down! Sorry, man. I gotta leave you before he gets me, too.
I didn't sign up for this, man.
Right. So this is how he's kicking our asses. Don't let it happen to you. How are we supposed to fight him if we can't find him?
I'll keep a lookout. Guys, guys!
Found him!
I still don't know how I managed to both throw down a smoke pellet and grapple at the same time. Because it wasn't saying, like, Y for smoke pellet. But I'm pretty sure, because to throw down a smoke pellet, you hold it down and then press RB. So what I'm pretty sure I did was, while spamming RB to throw down the smoke pellet, it must have also grappled. So that's kind of cool.
Pop a smoke! No! No! Get me down! Get...
We're next! Go! Go!
Hang on!
Get me down! Get me down! I'm gonna find that thing and then I'm gonna feed it to you!
He's alive. He ain't getting up. Over there. He has to be over that way. He's here! I got him! I got him! My lucky day! Whoa!
Okay, I'm watching you from over here.
I know I heard it. I'm okay. I'm okay. You hear me? Help!
Why me? That ain't natural.
Because you do? This thing's been got one shot.
I just casually went Galaxy Brain IQ right there, if I'm being honest. But, you know what? Let's just move on. So moving on, there's another combat section. So we just drop the icicle on 2 people and then dive bomb kick the guy with a gun. And then I kind of threw batarangs at the martial artist to kind of stun him, so that way I could actually get the ground takedown off. And then I just had to deal with him last, but, you know. Also, this part kind of made me sad, because he said that I had to hit the switches. And I was about to just do this one, but then I, like, pulled out my multi-batarang and threw it, but it missed one of them for some reason, so I didn't get that, like, satisfaction, and I was actually really upset, but, you know. And now we're gonna have to do this whole little, I guess crime scene investigation. Spoilers, this was all Ferris Boyle's fault. Yeah, I'm not showing the whole investigation. It was Ferris. He basically, caused the accident that made Victor how he is. So, yeah. One little container of coolant later. and we can take out all the guys that are trying to get Penguin out of his mess. Now, right here, I kind of went big brain because I was about to use this one of these icicles, but then what I did instead was actually knock all three down to hit both the guys that are melting Penguin out, and also the guy with the gun, like the ice gun. So, yeah, I just that was kind of smart, honestly. And with with three guys down, you know, the rest of this room wasn't a problem. And then we just oh so casually bully the Penguin. We literally used the cryo drill right next to him. Instead of, you know, like, setting him free. So, yeah, just bullying. I love bullying midgets. Because they're small. And now we have to fight Freeze.
Let him go.
I'm taking my wife. You can't stop me.
I know the truth, and so will the police. Boyle will face judgment for his crimes.
It was an accident! You don't know what you're talking about!
Nothing matters. Do you understand? Nothing but my Nora.
You've endangered lives all over this city. Nora would never have wanted this.
No. What she wants is to live a long life in the warmth of the sun. Her hand in mine. But because of him, she'll only feel the icy touch of a man whose emotions run as cold as the blood in his veins. Where are the rest of you?
This
Get in here and honor our
hell
bargain.
start. I am only going to show
You
my
can overload
first
those
full attempt and
cryogenerators
then
using
the
your
attempt
thermal
where I
glove.
beat it.
Look for the control
But
panel.
I will have, and I'll show all the times I get hit.
We are alike.
But I will have you know right
Both
now,
doing what we must for what is right.
this
I'll box
was
you
just
in.
torture. Because if you don't know, whenever someone shoots at you with the freeze gun, it doesn't, like, only damage you once you get frozen. It damages you if it just, like, hits you for just long enough. And the worst part,
Patience.
it barely does any damage. It does such a small amount of damage to the point where you see it and think, oh no, that didn't actually do much damage. No, it takes away the tiniest bit. Right there. Do you see how just little damage that did? This is a freeze frame right after I took that small amount of damage. You can literally barely even tell. This is zoomed up and you can barely tell. It is just such a small amount. But it's still me taking damage. So I still have to count it. And now I'll just go ahead and show every other time where I took damage. Because there's a lot. So yeah, you know, I was pretty pissed off. But it only just begun. Yeah, by this point, I was already really pissed off. Way earlier back, I had already wanted to quit. But I just kept going because, I mean, I really did not want to actually give up on this challenge. And I knew that if I just tried hard enough, I could probably get it. And so, with my final attempt, it happened.
think it's smoke? I do. You appreciate that?
Smoke to get away!
He's right there.
See anything? I lost him. It must be close. Keep searching.
Not allow him to escape again. Do you understand what it's like to have someone taken from you?
Flight Tank 3. Overload in progress.
Three! Not letting it take the last reactor.
Also, just know, I actually grappled up here. I didn't, like, cut the video because, oh, I got hit or something. It was just a bad cut. Because it stopped recording. That's it.
Find him. This man should have been more careful.
I ain't got time for this! You think you're so freaking smart, don't you?
He's given away his position.
Might not walk again. He's got me caught.
And with this last generator, I was just so hopeful. And then I, like, saw Mr. Freeze and I was scared because, you know, it wasn't working. But right before anything happened, you know, it triggered the whole cutscene thing. And I could not have been happier. Because at this point, I was just so, like, tired. Not just, you know, whatever, but because of this fight. Also, you'll see that I'm trapped in ice. Yeah, again, damage is unavoidable. In fact, it basically started, like, and, well, actually, I was just thinking about it. For some reason, and also, like, you know, somehow, there were people still in there, and they shot me, even though he just released all the cryo vapor. So, not really sure how they survived the cryo vapor when he literally said when it freezes the air in your lungs. I mean, Batman, I mean, you know, he's A, Batman, and B, has a thermal suit. But yeah, the damage that I just took could not have been avoided. And luckily, somehow, he didn't do any more damage to me. I'm not sure how, but I was happy enough about it, so yeah. Well, cue the final battle.
This is how the Batman rewards incompetence. You lost your resolve. Mine remains as strong as ever. Where are you? This man should have been more careful.
Over here! We need backup!
That room is filled with ice formations, Master Bruce. I suggest you use them to your advantage.
Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand. Find him. Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do. Where are you? Your sector. Try that again. You want to stop me? Then come out of the shadows. Search the area. You have forced me to do this. Find him. Have you lost your resolve? Mine remains as strong as ever. Find him. You will not solve. My patience wears thin. You want to stop me? Then come out of the shadows. Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand. Search the area. Where are you? This is how the Batman rewards incompetence. Where are you? Over here. He's escaped. Where are you? Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do. My suit protects me from such pitiful technology. How did he escape? Get him!
Steve, he's over this way!
You hope to stop. You only anger me.
I can't see him no more.
He's escaped. He made a deal. Now get in here and find the Batman.
On my way!
You have forced me to do this. You lost your resolve. You are resourceful, I'll give you that. Where are you? Find him. This man should have been more careful. Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do. Where are you?
Stay back! Hello?
Search the area.
What am I looking at here? I found a thing!
Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand. You have forced me to do this. Find him. Search the area. It'll take more than that, Batman. Find him. How did he escape? Where are you?
Prime subject Nora Breeze in danger.
Nora, hang on.
If I can get underneath him, I can take him from below.
Containment failure in Capsule 1. Prime subject Nora Breeze in danger.
Just kill him.
And with this final button press, you have to finally beat Batman Cold Heart.
Thanks for doing
Besides some
the
of,
lifting.
except
But you shouldn't have stuck your
is
nose in my business.
Boyle escaped, and now he's shooting me with an ice ray. What is this plot
Here
twist
I
that
thought I was
definitely
going to
no
have
one saw
trouble
coming?
Explaining what happened in your
I
life.
thought I beat the
I mean,
game.
the police are never going to look at me
Man.
after what you did. And with this bat freak
Ah,
dead,
man, you know,
there won't
this
be
really
anyone left
sucks.
to
I
say
mean-
otherwise.
Cryogenic containment
Wait.
failing.
Mr. Freeze is like
And that just leaves you.
he's able to be attacked,
You can say
and his health bar is still up. Wait, wait a minute.
Keep you
Now,
alive long
wait.
enough to see him go.
Oh no, now he's losing health. Oh crap. Well, now I have to save him. I mean, I can't bring him peace, but I can give him justice, as Batman will say in like seconds. Man, I gotta stop this madman. I gotta stop Mr. Freeze from being Jason Todded. And I did, because see, now we have officially beaten Batman Arkham Origins Cold Heart without taking damage. Except for the unavoidable damage, you know, such as being stuck in ice, you know, and like not being
I'm sorry,
like
Victor. I can't
because
give
the
you
game
peace,
forced it upon
but
us.
I can give you justice.
So yeah, we have now beaten this DLC, and I can now sleep. Yeah, this whole time I was tired, and I was thinking, just not much longer. I'll finally be able to be done with this. No, but you don't know how much, like, footage was actually cut out. Mainly because of whenever I was showing y'all the, I'm trying to think. Like,
Breaking news out of
whatever
North
it's
Gotham
called.
at this hour, where protest has turned to celebration.
The damage that I took in the Mr. Freeze boss fight, you know, with the clown music.
Congratulations,
Which I thought
sir.
was kind of funny
Victor,
to add in.
Ferris, and even that scoundrel
But yeah.
Cobblepot are all in custody. Shall we call it a
We're
night?
done.
Not yet, Alfred. There's still work to be done.
So, yeah, next up, not very happy about it, but next up is Arkham Knight. I really don't want to do Arkham Knight, because I'll let you in on this. I'm doing it where damage in the Batmobile also counts. So yeah, subscribe to see that suffering. Have a great day, because I know I didn't, and goodbye.